feast on souls in darkness. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna do the second part in how to photograph the Milky Way, everything you need to know. And this video it's focused on how to edit the photo. Cool. Now please remind that you have to see the first video before seeing this one, and this one is just the color grading, okay? So first things first, you have to check out the settings of your tablet. I am using the tablet in Lightroom app. If you are using Camera Raw or Lightroom Classic or whatever, everything will be the same. All the terminology of photography are the same, so you can follow along on other programs. I'm gonna just show you what I do. So first things first, as you can see, I have the blue light filter remover enabled here, so I'm gonna remove that so I have the colors, the best colors on this tablet. Of course, this tablet isn't a very powerful one and I am screen recording, so it won't be the fastest machine, but we're gonna work with what we have. And let's fire up Lightroom app. So I have here an album dedicated to this tutorial. Here it is, the 3 photos that we're gonna work on. This one, the first one, is actually the photo that I talked about on the previous video. So here is the final result, okay? And this one we're gonna work today. As you can see, I plugged in a mouse, so actually you can see where I am clicking. Okay, so let's start by checking out the information about this photo. As you can see, it was a 30 seconds, 3200 ISO, and it was with my 6D. As you can see, there is unknown lens because I did use this somewhat young lens, and this lens doesn't have anything to communicate with the camera, so the camera and the app don't know which lens was plugged in. As you can see, let's start with the light, basic stuff. As this is a raw file, I can really crank it up until one stop of light. I am trying to get the max of light possible still on this file, and I'm gonna reduce a little bit the contrast, and I have no idea what I am doing because I didn't activate the histogram. There we go, and let's keep going. The highlights, I'm gonna push it up because I want to recover the highlights here on the Milky Way. As you can see, it isn't doing a good job, so I'm gonna double click to go back to 0. The shadows, I will try to push it up, and also I want to have a little bit of black. Let's try to recover a little bit of detail here on the Milky Way with the curves. So let's try to add a little bit of contrast by hand. I really prefer the curves to add the contrast than this bar because you have a lot of control. So I want the darks to not be that dark, and the whites, let's push it up. You see that the Milky Way is starting to pop up. That is really great, really good. So like so. And actually I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna pump up a little bit over here. As you can see, the Milky Way is getting more and more visible, and now I'm gonna push down the highlights a little bit. As you can see, the small chapel, it gets a little bit visible. If you are wondering how I have this chapel on the photo when everything was dark, I used this thing. I use a panel LED that I'm using to add some light on myself now, and just light paint it. I think our work here, it's almost done on the light. We always can come back to add some small details, and let's go to color. So color, it's really important while photographing the Milky Way. If you want the blacks be like infinity, like a really depth blacks, you need to add a little bit of blue, because if you study history of arts, they added a little bit of blue on the blacks, so the black looks like it has no ending. So this is a really cool thing to know. And let's just add a little bit of blue then on the white balance. Okay, as you can see here, good enough. I won't try to push too much, and let's add a little bit of saturation, just a touch, and want the colors to punch up, so a little bit of vibrance, and here we go. Now I'm going to optics. So as you can see, I'm gonna activate the remove chromatic aberration. Sometimes this doesn't work properly, but Lightroom does a really good job. And if I activate the lens, Lightroom doesn't recognize the lens because, as we talked about, this doesn't communicate with the camera. So let's make it manually. So 40 millimeters. Here we go. Let's approve this, and boom, here we have it. It added a little bit of correction, as you can see, like so. That get rid a bit of vignetting over here, but as you can see, that Mall Chapel actually has way too much brightness on it. So I'm gonna go here and add a selective color correction. So I'm gonna use the brush, so I can click and drag how big and small it is, how feather it is, so I really want a little bit like so, and how transparent, so I'm gonna just go hard on it. So I'm gonna just paint the area that I want to work on, like so, and let's go to light and just push down a little bit the highlights, like so. You see that it's doing a little bit of defect over here, so I can clean that up, like so, and just start painting. Of course, for this tutorial, I'm gonna go really fast, okay? Not, I'm gonna remove also the contrast because I think it's a little bit of way too much contrast, and I have to accept the modifications. So let's check out what we have. Let's go to the details, and you can add a little bit of sharpening. So of course, for that, I advise you to double click, actually look on the picture really zoomed in, and let's get some sharpening. And of course, the old noise reduction, so it's in here on details also. I'm gonna just add a little bit, not too much, because I know that this camera is really sharp. It doesn't need that much of noise reduction, so I'm gonna leave it like so. And of course, on effects, I'm gonna just zoom out. You have the clarity, dehaze, and vignetting. I'm gonna add a little bit of vignetting, like so, just to focus the image on the center over here. I want also add a little bit of clarity, just a touch. And dehaze. Dehaze, it's a really great tool to remove the fog look-alike on the image, but in here, it's a really powerful thing that Adobe added on this kind of software. So if I try to push this up, come on, you can see that the Milky Way stands out way better. It's actually, the Milky Way will look even better if I go really ham with this, but all the rest of the picture won't be that good. So what I'm gonna do, it's again add a selective adjustment on here. So let's paint this in. I want this to have to be a little bit big, like so, up. As you can see, I went way too harsh on this, so I'm gonna just remove a little bit like so. And I want it to be a little bit smaller in here, and just paint, come on, from the church. Okay, here we go. And let's make it bigger and go like this. And now let's go to effects and go ham with the dehaze. You can see that the Milky Way gets a little bit more visible right now. And let's work with a little bit of more contrast also. And not really, a double click to undo that. Let's go add some blacks, like so, and add some whites. As you can see, I'm really contrasting everything here. Maybe I went too much dark in here, so I'm gonna just add a little bit of a exposure on the Milky Way. As you can see, there is something off on this image, and it is the blue. So like in cinema, the hot stuff, it's warmer on front and the background is a little bit colder. I'm gonna use the same technique in here. So let's go to color and go to the temperature and warm up a little bit the Milky Way, like so. I think there is a little bit of green. I don't like that color green, so I'm gonna go to the opposite of green, and it's looking good. So I don't like this brown area over here, so I'm gonna try to erase it. And just checking out, it's way too big, like so. As we are here, I'm gonna just select done to approve the modifications, and let's try to clean this light pollution area down here. So again, I'm gonna use a selective. So let's add a degree correction over here, like so. Now I want to opposite. So the red area will be the affected area, and the unread area will be the area that doesn't have much effect on it. So let's go, then remove this yellow. There we go. And actually it's way too green, so I'm gonna do this. As you can see, the small chapel, it's getting a little bit weird, so I'm gonna actually just use the brush to paint out from the church itself. So you have to really be patient on this, and for this tutorial I'm gonna be a little bit rough, just to be quick here. Okay, here we go, good enough, and there you have it, done. Actually the transition isn't good enough, so let's go back here, select our thing over here and go a little bit more like so. Come on, if I long press it, actually I can delete or duplicate this mask, but I just want to move it. I'm gonna just click in just some settings to see if to see what the hell I am doing here, and okay, good enough, done. At the end I also want to work a little bit with the light, just because I can. And let's try to punch this thing a little bit more, like so. And there we go. And well done. Here we go, how I edit my photos of the Milky Way. It's really simple if you know how, so there we go. If you have any other techniques or any small secret that you want to share, leave it on the comments. Also on the comments, leave it any questions if you want. There is a small dog over there. And drop a like if you learned something, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. I'm Miguel, and then until next time, see ya.